one of the things that I like to do is think about what have I been doing that I am proud of. Hey guys, this is Andy with Mindset Matters More. And if the sound quality is a little bit different, it's because I am at the Cape and I am just doing this on my phone. I decided to leave my laptop at home, but I had something to share. I had some wisdom to get out of my brain and to give to you guys. And so I was thinking about what is it that I'm proud of? What is it that I am doing with my life? Like, am I doing things that are esteemable? And so I want to invoke a new practice in my life where every weekend I kind of sit and review my week and think, okay, where could I have been better? What are some behavior modifications? Where could I have given more love? But I don't want to just dump on myself. Because kind of getting into that negative loop of, I did this wrong, I did that wrong, I could have done this better, oh man, like that's just going to create a lot of shame. So what I also want to do with my new found practice is ask myself, what am I proud of this past week? Because that's going to push me to do things that I'm proud of, because at the end of the week, I want to be like, I did this thing, and, not just be superficial things. And so let's talk about it. What am I proud of for this past week? And so, as you guys know, I've been kind of going down the rabbit hole of Kabbalah and just sort of looking at what it's all about, just learning about it, and, implementing some of the tools that it gives you, because, hey, if you learn about it, you got to practice it to see whether or not it actually fits into your lifestyle, right? And so the thing that I started doing was one of the things that I'm trying to work on is my anger, not being so reflexive, not being so sarcastic, but really working on, okay, my tone, what am I trying to convey, what's really happening. So in Kabbalah, they teach you, create a little bit of space and, really, there's a whole bunch more to it. But so in my quest to really work on my anger, I've always had this, okay, I recognize that, I said something in an angry, mean, sarcastic tone. Okay, I recognize it. But then the level after that was not just recognizing it, but creating space and saying, okay, I'm not going to reflexively say something. I'm not going to automatically just, say the thing that's on my mind. I'm going to create space. But in that, it would be like, an hour later and I go back and I'm like, I'm still mad and I'm going to say it mad and I didn't say it right away. So yay, pat on the back for me. But also on top of that, it would be like, okay, I didn't really do anything but just put an hour between the sarcasm that I would have said immediately to sarcasm I said an hour later. So now, this week, what I did that I was so proud of, or this past week, what I did was that instead of just recognizing it and putting space, what I did was I started reaching to God for help. I started reaching to my higher power and saying, hey, okay, I'm angry. I recognize it. I don't want to be angry, but I need help. I need your help. I need you to help me not only figure out why am I mad, but how can I be better? How can I look up and feel like I have progressed? How can I, process this anger? What is my part? How can I evolve from this? And really, this is like a fucking magic trick, okay? So I'm not saying I've been perfect at it. I've definitely let off some sarcastic shit fly out of my mouth. Like, I'm never perfect and I don't pretend to be. You guys know that. But at the same time, I realized that asking for help actually was like this magic that I don't know why I never done it before. Like, it just seems so logical, right? Ask for help. And what I have found is that not only is there more harmony in the house, There's more harmony in my marriage. There's more harmony in me. Like, I feel like I'm smiling more. I feel like I'm doing everything I possibly can to maximize my happiness, which is crazy because all I've done is just say, hey, God, help me. And it's not that the anger is like the anger is gone, like the feeling of anger is gone, but it's not that I don't get to say something to the person I'm mad at. It's not like I'm just all of a sudden laying down and say, yes, walk all over me. I'm more empowered because I get to speak from a vulnerable place with safety. That felt amazing. Being vulnerable while also knowing I'm safe. Like, can you just imagine saying something so vulnerable as, hey, I felt like this hurt me, and knowing that whatever is going to come out of the other person's mouth, you're okay because you are protected by your higher power? Like, what? And it sounds so stupid and so silly, but I really struggle with being vulnerable. I really struggle with saying, hey, this is hurting me, or hey, this doesn't feel right, or I'm sad, or I'm angry. Like these big emotions that I have, like trying to verbalize them for me is a really big thing. It's not like a normal thing for me. Where when I was younger, like the only way that I could be heard was by being angry, throwing fits. I grew up fucking feral, y'all. Like I really had no guardian when I was a kid. Like the TV, I was a latchkey kid. Like the TV was my mommy and my daddy. And that's, that was just what happened when you have two immigrant parents working 10, 12 hours, 7 days a week, even on vacations, even on holidays, even on the weekends. Like that was like that was my life. I grew up by myself. And so I didn't really have somebody teaching me, hey, you having a big feeling? Okay, let's work on that. Let's see what's wrong. Express yourself. It was always like, I was left to my own devices, and being angry was the way that like I was heard. And so being an adult and expressing myself isn't my default setting. It's not. I choose to not perpetrate that anymore by trying to, create the space, by, recognizing it. But this piece about asking for help, like to you, it might be normal. To you, that might be like, yeah, duh, ask God for help. But for me, being like connected like that to God, to that, because you would think, I'm praying for, world peace. I'm praying for, another good day at work. I'm praying for my children to be happy, healthy. I'm praying for abundance. I'm praying for this. Like, it's never like this immediate, like, hey, God, I'm fucking pissed. God, help me. God, help me see what I cannot see. God, help me. God, soothe me. God, be there for me. God, just show me what I need to do in order to be a better human. Like, doing these things is so difficult. Asking for strength, fucking sucks, man. It's so hard. But I am so proud of myself for trying, for doing it, and for not only doing it, but also recognizing the gifts that it has given me this week. And, now, and this is the funny part about doing all the self-work, right? Is that once you start doing it and you see, oh my God, this is amazing, this works, then you start beating yourself up on the other side. Like, man, why haven't I been doing this like forever? Like, where the fuck would I be if I would have asked God for help over the past 10 years, a lot more than I ever have? Like, why does it have to get to critical mass in order for me to ask God for help rather than, I'm just mad about something small? Like, why did it take me so long to figure this out? So that's the other side of it, right? Is that like you live in this chaos and then you find the trick to get out of the chaos, and then you start creating more chaos by beating yourself up for not doing it. Whew. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Again, sorry about the sound quality. I don't know. how this is going to translate when I put it onto my computer. But I just wanted to say, guys, that, evolution is really hard, but you can do it. And don't beat yourself up for not figuring it out soon enough. Okay? And that's it for me. Love you guys. Bye.